We could get dual Renea and Berkut. I feel like there was always a chance of that. But unfortunately, they got released a bit early. Because that would have been cool. I mean, it could still happen, of course. For him, a witch or wizard, I'd expect him to be a flying unit. Yeah, the entire thing makes him look like a flying unit. Shame he isn't.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Legion.
Hi.
We need a dual Mikhail. You know, it's actually funny because it seems like we could have gotten dual heroes, right? Brave Mikhail with Yoon and of course Recruit and Renea. So those two were possibilities.
They just didn't introduce the mechanic in time. I mean, this Yoon isn't. I mean, Mikhail's not even where Yoon exists, so that helps. It doesn't help.
Yeah, I don't think they can both exist in full power like that, because it's pretty obvious she's as good as she is because she's channeling Yoon.
Yeah. Otherwise, she wouldn't fly.
Yep. Okay, you know, the only thing I can give to this banner unequivocally is the costumes.
Those are absolutely amazing.
Yeah. La Rochelle's like, she's not even dressed like a slut. I mean, like certain seasonal heroes that we've gotten in the past, but she actually like has that mad scientist look. She looks great.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Definitely one of my favorites from the banner.
Yes, definitely. It's a shame her kit isn't great.
It's definitely much like, you know, every other mage cav. Rally plus, speed, A slot, something.
That's really plain.
Yeah.
Alright, you know what? Let's go over the skills. I want to hear your opinion, because at this point I'm just like, this entire banner just feels like, hey, we designed this Hector guy. He's going to be our first dual hero. Let's fill the rest of this banner up. Because I don't feel like they tried that for any of the other heroes.
I mean, they usually don't put a lot of new skills on the others. It's like, got that one bait banner head, and then the rest follow something else. That's it, but a lot less signature weapons this time.
I know, but just Fury weapons? I don't even think that's that big of a deal.
I mean, given that we've had some other possibly worse weapons in the past for the regular inheritable ones, these aren't bad.
I guess.
Like, don't forget Petal Parasol, relying on your enemy's debuffs.
Yeah, stuff like that was already.
But it was a little niche.
Yes. Now, there is one benefit to Fury weapon. If you run a Fury weapon with a Fury in the A slot, whether it's Fury 3 or Fury 4, it could set up a lot of instant desperations. Heroes that struggle to get into desperation now would have a much easier time, because if you're running double Fury, that's like extra 6 defense, 6 res, 6 speed, and of course the 6 attack. So all that would go a long way in helping you get into desperation. And of course the knockback damage would now be 12 and 12. So you can knock a lot of heroes instantly into desperation.
Yeah.
That's the only benefit. And I'm not sure which hero really needed that, because heroes that really needed that would be like one of the heroes is like Celica, but you wouldn't switch off of her A skill. you wouldn't switch off of her tome. That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, that's the point of her kit.
Right, because a lot of the heroes that would really make benefit of that, like that setup, they kind of have to keep their weapon, because that's what makes it that special.
Yeah.
I guess as a player, you can now do like Fury in the A slot, Fury Tome, and then you can use Desperation and then a Brazen skill.
Yep, that makes these new units very easy, at least.
That feels so plain. But here's the worst part. For example, if you had to do that, make that choice of Ilyana, would you do it? Of all the skills you take off, would you do Spooky Sensor Plus? Because that means there's no way you're getting Bolt Fighter 3, and there's no way you're getting Attack Res Gap. Really? Would you make that choice?
No.
Yeah, I can't do that. Imagine Fury 3 tome with Fury 4. I mean, I'm trying to figure out where this would, like, what would be useful with this, and I can't do it.
Any blue mage that would be useful? I don't know.
But that's
if you really want your brazen on A slot, because there are no brazen weapons, it's a good alternative.
Yeah, I guess. I can't do it. I can't. Because it's Ilyana, and I'm pretty sure she's going to be great.
Well, given that we are roughly approximating, what now, 39 to 40 attack? Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't do it. She's going to... I'm doing this for another blue mage when she's an excellent blue mage. The only... And again, most of her value in her kit... Okay, I consider Bolt Fighter a valuable skill. And despite attack res gap just coming out... I mean, attack res gap just coming out is a valuable skill. And I can definitely see it could be valuable to some people. It's not necessary, of course, but... That's a pretty interesting skill. So...
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't fodder her. But yeah, in terms of her kit, what do you think? It's very plain, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, it's very, very simple. Can't really... Like, she doesn't have an A slot, which is kind of funny. But it's very cut and dry. I mean, Gap's really good. If you like your openings, I think this is a really nice way of going up. But it's... First of all, you have to actually realize tying your attack res sum is going to possibly be harder than tying your attack stats. So you got to kind of manage that a little differently. But other than that, I mean, it can still be a very potent A slot. I mean, C slot.
Yeah, people need to realize that part because it's not free. It's not free. Whereas with let's see, I'll bring up Erica real quick.
I mean, that's not free either, but you have to kind of... What's nice is you can just go off her attack stat. Your attack stat.
So here's Erica. Attack opening. At start of turn, grants attack plus 6 to ally with the highest attack for one turn. It's basically a better opening in the respect of you get more stats because it's now attack res plus 5. However, with attack opening just counting for the highest attack, you could have several heroes with the same attack, and Erica would just buff all of them. But yeah, that's going to be much harder to do with Ilyana and other heroes.
You're either going to need a bunch of attack res units, or you're going to need units with all attack and no res, and then a lot of res but low attack.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
No.
Anyways, I don't think Ilyana's going to use that tome well.
Fury on a armor is already iffy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad option. Stats are stats, and Bolt Fighter doesn't get ruined by damage, but...
Yeah, that's the best thing, because if it was Vengeful Fighter, it'd be very awkward. Vengeful only goes up to 50% chat.
I mean, the other issue is she's probably going to be min-maxed and not have speed.
But that's the problem. You use Fury, and it works best on heroes that can use every stat.
Exactly.
And as an armored hero, if she's going to be lacking that speed aspect, and and yes, you get more defense and res, but if you're going to drain your HP from the Fury damage, then it's not really worth it in my books.
Not necessarily as if she has bad HP, but
she has what,
still
41?
kind of yeah. That's
okay.
Not bad.
All right.
44? No, 43. Whatever. Fine.
Give her another tome.
Another nice thing.
Someone said give her another tome. What tome would you think works best on her then?
What tome works best on Winter Tharja? Because you're probably gonna get that here.
Winter Tharja.
You probably want it like Blade Tome or something more like bulk based. Even an Owl Tome would work.
Huh.
Serpent Tome wouldn't be a bad idea.
Most people are saying Blade. Owl Tome is what I would lean towards. Serpent Tome, the problem is she's built offensively.
Well, the only thing about Owl Tome is you still have to deal with the fact that, speed.
Oh yeah, you have to set it up. Granted, it's armor balls stay together, but yeah, I still see the problem. All right.
We haven't seen her stats yet, but it's pretty easy to predict some of these because a lot of enemy units have archetype stats that are very easy to work off of, which is how we're getting some of these numbers.
Yeah. I think it's most likely what you guys are saying, which is low speed, high attack, high res. I think just speak from her archetype itself. So yeah, maybe Blade Tome, because if she doesn't kill in the first shot, she'll kill in the second shot, and then Blade Tome will help with the Blade Tome negative on the special wouldn't be such a big deal. Special Bolt Fighter.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, she just looks good, and she's probably going to be good. But all right, we'll move on. Harvest Princess, Lord Shell. When was the last time they made a great? When was the last time they made a great green mage? Green cap mage. Green cap mage.
I think your better question is when's the last time they made a green cap mage?
Was it really? No, I think it was the FEH Heroes.
Oh wait. Hi, Picnic Leo. Valentine's Mist was a 34-34 offense. I mean, I like Leo. You can argue whether he's good or not, but if you're talking like just by raw stats, it's Mist. The only two with tomes of their own are Olwen and Guntra, though.
Right, and I'm still thinking Owen's the best one just because it's a unique blade tome.
Yeah, that I won't argue that ever. I mean, Guntra works in the right composition better because Blizzard's first blade tome of sorts. Though
the only
outside
problem
of
is
the setups,
we've argued for her and her potential since the very start, and I've yet to see anyone really pull it off.
I've seen some nasty ones, Guntra and Harid with Yoon, things like that. But yeah, things like that.
All right, so I'm willing to bet she's gonna be the best green mage since she'll be the best in terms of defensive stats.
Well, I already look at like 36 attack, which I think is the highest of any mage cav on green. It is. So we're looking around 36 attack, and I'll just say about 34 to 35 speed, just to be fun.
All right, that's fine then. I mean, if she's has that offensive stats, it works out because, man, I would still want to switch her off for tone, but it's actually not as bad on her because if you have desperation, it works out a lot better.
Yeah, you can also run brazen on that.
Oh yeah, brazen
attack speed. You can really work with that.
I don't think she'll need more speed though, because it's Swiss Barrel and Fury. That's +7 speed, just by herself.
I mean, yeah. Though, what are you going to take at that point with desperation? Res?
Yeah, you know what? None of that works. She shouldn't really be getting hit at that point.
You probably just want to stack her speed up because you'll never know when you might need those extra points.
Sure. I mean, honestly, I can't really. She's probably the only hero here, I think. Even though the kit is so lackluster, it just works out just because of what she likely is in terms of stats.
I mean, her kit's still really nice. I mean, say what you will about the fact that she doesn't have Swift Sparrow 3, which is really weird.
Yeah, yeah. Swift Sparrow 2 now, they just feel completely lackluster. Like, what's the point of it?
The other confusing thing is, where are the 300 SP skills on this banner besides distant counter?
Yeah.
But, I mean...
I feel like it's just super lackluster. I mean, it's... Rally attack speed plus. That's probably the only thing.
Rally Ruse is really good. I'm gonna vouch for that. That's been really helping me a lot in ether raids.
Okay, here's the problem with Ruse. She has Fury in her A slot. I mean, she has Fury in her weapon, and I don't know how she's gonna keep fighting if she doesn't have Desperation. So even though she has it, I'm not sure how well you're gonna use it.
Well, you can either use her as a support or as an offense. Or you use her as an offense in enemy phase, and then you get her off in player phase, something like that.
If she has to fight multiple times is where I find her questionable. If she fights one time, yeah, it's fine. But it feels like she's built to be used offensively.
She's built for that, but, I mean, sometimes you can kind of run both roles. Take, like, with Elliewood, for example. He can be run as both.
But that's because he has bonus double air. That's not the same thing.
I'm not even just talking about that. I'm talking about the Brave one with rally attack speed plus... No, speed res plus... Whatever it is. Attack res. And attack speed ruse.
But he hits super hard. And he's effective damage, that's why. He could just one-shot. He has potential.
Yeah. He has the potential on both.
Yeah, but she doesn't.
Well, we don't know her bulk yet.
Okay.
But, yeah, I'm not expecting it to be very great either.
Okay. I'm just saying, if you are serious about using her offensively, you're dropping the Ruse skill, which is, like, probably the most impressive thing about her kit. Because that tome is just... Some people will keep the tome. The tome's good. The tome's good. I'm just saying, the speed...
Tome's good. I think that in this particular scenario, it's actually really good.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. It's another hero that I just don't feel like it works perfectly.
When you have your rally bots, they're usually not, because very rarely are rally bots, you know, built just for that. Kind of end up with some stats somewhere.
You know, I was already disappointed with the first two heroes in many ways, but I don't think I can get any more disappointed, because Dozel, I feel like the fact that he doesn't even have a B skill is just, what are you trying to do at this point?
I mean, five skill units are basically just saved for the banner heads, or once in a blue moon, like the really weird units that are jacked up pairings, like with Flora and Felicia. But the C slot.
What? Are you actually gonna tell me Armor Parch is gonna save his kid or something?
No, I'm just saying that if you're not gonna have a B slot, C slot.
Yeah, but it's Armor March.
I can always go for more Armor March.
Oh my god. Alright, here's what I gotta say about Dozel. It's, I guess, Fury and a Dagger while keeping Dagger 7 is not terrible. It's not. Still very not ideal. Dual Rally is whatever, because you'll most likely fodder him off. If you try using this guy with a Dual Rally, and keep in mind he's armored, so he's not moving well, you're going to switch shots for swap or pivot, so that's not something he would really use himself. ARD attack defense 3, I would not suggest using this guy in Ether Raids. And if you were going to use like a colorless armor dagger hero, it probably was going to already be Winter Cecilia. He has no B skills, so if you really want to pull him off, the best B skills for armor heroes, of course, are Vengeful, Bold, and Special Fighter. He doesn't have any of them, and is he going to be worth it? No. And he comes with Armor March 3, which, congratulations, you came with something that probably goes along with the foddering for Attack Defense Plus or Pumpkin A box. But that's about it. Oh, I see.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably going to be more like the Attack Def version of Cecilia, where she's more res. That said, having the extra BST buff is probably going to give him some sort of edge. I think he has around 36 attack already, with 28 res just out of the box.
I know, but like, I don't think people will build him like that. I don't think people will, like... The Cecilia advantage really comes from the fact that you're going to have a ton of her. Like, you're going to max her out eventually.
Yeah, for the people who actually do that, definitely.
Even if we're talking about, like, yes, maybe he should reach... Wait, how... Winter Cecilia is 162 BST, right? I believe she is.
165.
165.
So he's going to be around 170.
So he's going to be around 170. If he's just a bit higher, I don't think it's worth it. Because, again, if you're already working... For people who wanted a hero like this, they probably already started on Cecilia. And in that case, you know, it's definitely not worth it. For people who are now considering it, well, then you also have to not just get the merges with that B skill, so... It's also not like he's a very popular character.
People like Dozel, but it's more very esoteric.
What was his CYL voting?
It's more so for the people who actually played his game, but choose your legends round 3.
165,
people
right?
Like
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, people who like Dozel are mostly just going to be the people who actually played his game, but looking him up. That's not good.
Does he even have a ranking?
404th error not found.
Well, there you go. I don't think his fans will be disappointed.
He's definitely going to be what a berserker is, and that's really high attack, really high defense. Assuming he actually has 28 res, that puts him in the potential to have almost 40 defense.
Wait, he's a berserker? I thought he was homeless.
Wait, no, warrior, right? Warrior, not berserker.
Looks homeless to me. All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't think anyone's gonna care about him, so we'll move on.
Whatever it is.
I was very excited for Dozel just because he's a super funny character. Well, I hope his humor saves him. Because the skill kit sure isn't. Alright, well, we get to the hero that everybody really cares about, or should care about, because the dual heroes being introduced through Hector and Ilyana, as cute as it is, I don't really know what's going to happen anymore. I still think the dual skills are broken. But let's ignore that for a moment and just recognize that Hector is broken instead.
I wouldn't say broken, but on odd turns, don't fight him.
Yeah, on odd turns, you know, odd follow-up is actually such a crazy good skill.
But, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, I'm already seeing people very split on this. They either think it's absolutely broken or it's absolute trash.
Why would it be trash? On odd
Because
turns,
people
you
hate
are a
waves.
god.
Because people hate waiting for a certain turn.
But it's
I've personally never been like that, but yeah.
I agree to a certain degree. I agree if he weren't armor, because if it was armor, you were always going to take it nice and slow. So if you gave me calves and if you told me to wait to odd turn, I would be like, screw that. Like, I have all this great mobility that I'm now cutting off, but armor doesn't have that great mobility. Armor doesn't even have mobility in the first place. You were always going to take it slow with armor. Armor was always about like drawing your opponents in and taking that fight. So chances of you like pulling off of Hector makes a lot more sense. Like, sure, you could play calves very slow and defensive if you wanted to, but you really wouldn't, because they don't have the stats to back that up. Armor, though, has the stats to back that up.
Yep.
So I don't think it's such a big deal on Hector. I think it would have been a much bigger deal if it were another character. But just with the playstyle of armor characters themselves and the fact that armor characters can do like ward armor balls, or just you know how it goes. I don't think it's a big deal. So I feel like Odd Follow works extremely well, and if anything, I would have been willing to take this. It's basically on an odd turn. It's Wary Fighter, and it's not quite Vengeful Fighter, but guaranteed QR like that.
Follow-up ring, more like.
Follow-up ring. All right, sure. Sure, whatever you want to place it as. But yeah, I think Odd Follow-up is an excellent skill, especially when he has a skill of Conjurer Curios that works so well with it.
What now?
Huh?
A skill?
Sorry, his weapon skill. I keep saying A skill today for some reason. Anyways, it's super good. Effective against armor foes is huge, especially in the current meta.
Doesn't matter what it is.
Right. Attack +3, I mean, that's just a nice bonus. But the other thing is, on an odd turn, he gets +4 to everything, which is crazy to me. But here's a beautiful thing. It wasn't just tied to the turn. They just have to have damage on them, and it works.
Yep. So he's either a completely odd turn unit, or he just wants to prey off of damaged foes, which a lot of people are now doing.
And there's a lot of heroes. You could even use him in like Ether Raid's defense with Duma, then would be the thinking. And he would be pretty damn good for that too.
I mean, 27 res and Duma doesn't improve that, nor does 3-Zier.
Well, it would be an armor emblem ball if you were gonna do it.
Yeah, you'd have to go full ward armor ball. Chances are with 27 res, you could probably do that.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I feel like it's fine. And EC, I mean, let's just be clear here. There's only one character in the game. Well, it's not one character anymore, but there's one character in the game who has dominated distant counter fodder life forever now. It's nice to see Hector continue that tradition.
Yeah, he will never leave distant counter alone.
Yep. Oh yeah. If you forgot, you better do this. There's only 4 minutes left.
I did.
I'm curious to see if we're gonna overwhelm these stupid Inigos.
One more song then.
Yeah. Hopefully we win. I've been really pissed off at Inigo just from the respect of, can you please do well enough to put us in bonus? And every single time Inigo's like, haha, I'm too handicapped. I can't hurt you well enough to put you into it. I'm like, I've just been so pissed off. I've wanted bonus all day long. What was the last time we got bonus?
I have no idea. I have not been able to find it all day.
None of us have. We've all been waiting for it.
Yep. Makes me very sad.
The worst thing is like he puts us perfectly on the cusp of same, in which case the next hour we put him back into it. We put him back into weaker. It's so dumb.
With pleasure.
He's the underdog. He's beyond the underdog.
I can do this.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's funny. It's so funny. This voting gauntlet has basically been the underdog. Ishtar versus Renea. Well, Renea was the underdog there. Ishtar had much more people.
Yeah.
Battle 2, it was more even, but I think Olivia still even had an edge there.
Wouldn't be surprised.
And then on the other side, it was like what, like Inigo beating Reinhardt. Who saw that coming? Nobody.
Yeah,
All right, but yeah, we're about to see. Let me see my terrible ranking. 16k. Ugh, it's so disgusting. Oh my god,
feel
16k
so
on both. Ugh.
Well, you should have seen me last round. I completely forgot to do voting gauntlet because I was working so much.
Yeah.
So I ended up with like 500 feathers.
That is sad.
Yeah. As somebody who needs to promote stuff hurts.
Yeah, it does. At least I stayed with Renee and I got all the bonus wins. Hopefully we win and it makes up for this.
Yeah. Hope.
Okay. Anyways, let's just wrap it up for Hector. I think his C slot is very flexible.
Hone armor's not bad though. It's on Gwendolyn.
I know. I'm just like, why did they put Hone armor on him? It's
What was the point?
what was the point? Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna use an armor skill, what's the point of using any of them but armor march for fodder? Because they're all devoted.
Yeah. I think they just didn't want to put armor march on him because then what would be the point of Dozo?
Dozo.
Oh, whoopsies. I'm just thinking Gundam now. Oh my god.
Yeah, and what would be the point of Dozel?
Anyways, yeah, it doesn't matter. It just whatever. Let's just move on. You can move that C skill to anything you want, but I would not change his A skill, obviously. I would not change his B skill, obviously, and I would not change his weapon, obviously.
Just the anti-armor merit is all that really matters. The attack speed FRS +4 is pretty nice, although he doesn't use the speed at all.
Alright, what's your opinion on dual skills? Please tell everyone it ruins the game. You think it ruins the game. Okay, guys, Legion thinks it ruins the game.
I'm gonna watch and see how much it does before I make my fullest judgment.
Okay. You heard it here first. Legion thinks it'll ruin the game. Alright, so it really just comes down to the perspective of why does pair up have a restriction? Granted, pair up's much more crazy of a skill, but still, this is still crazy that you can use this on any game mode.
Any mode. I mean, to be fair, in like hero battles, what's the point of this when there's reinforcements?
It does make a difference because if you're ever just like, I'm off by a damage or something, like,
yeah,
or like
but
I'm
you also
off by
have to realize,
20 damage.
I have to use this armored unit in my core.
But here's the beautiful thing: if you just run him with a healer, or you give him armor boots and run him with a healer or something.
Yeah, he still only has 27 res.
But he's
not bad.
He's
but
still
only
very
27.
powerful.
I won't argue that. He's definitely holding his own as a unit. But given how I currently play my hero battles, maybe I'm just a little biased because I use Celica everywhere. I play things very fast-paced. If you don't one-shot one round, you don't win. So having a very slow-paced and potentially not one-shotting unit like Hector is never really...
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna be frank here. I don't give a shit about hero battles. They're not difficult in the first place. IS doesn't care about making them difficult.
Legendary hero battles in particular, where you have a
okay,
reinforcements.
if you're gonna have to use Hector to get your golden accessories, then you don't deserve it.
You're probably not gonna get it if you have to use Hector.
Well, I'm just being clear. I really think this is about Arena. And that's
Arena in particular. AR not even, because AR you have your healing tower, you have your healers, and sometimes your enemies just flat out don't care about taking damage.
But it's just like such a great trump card.
Yeah, especially in Arena, 20 damage. That could potentially screw you up.
And
40
you know,
damage? You're never going to be able to get that unless you're the absolute top whale. But that could potentially just be ending.
you could just put Special Fighter on this guy too.
Yes, you could.
And then he could be a fairly decent AR hero.
Fairly decent, though his res leaves something to be desired.
Sure. But here's the thing, if they don't have a healing tower in place and you've dealt 20 damage and you just need Hector to hit them one time, like, it could literally just be that easy.
Yeah, as long as he can actually survive.
As long as he survives, yes. Which, to be honest, I don't think it'll be that difficult.
Given how mages currently operate, or how a
Well,
lot of court,
you're not using him.
fireballs-
You're not using him in every battle. You can pick the battles for him.
Oh yeah, it's like it's not gonna break the mode for every fight, but where the fights actually work, it's gonna be painful.
And I don't know why people keep assuming everyone's gonna have like these healing towers. I don't see healing towers being used by everybody.
I do, and
Okay.
a lot of people still run at least a healer
Sure. Okay.
at minimum. Results.
All right, chat. It's the moment of truth. I've been telling you all along that Inigo can suck peepees because he's
Hector for life.
Hector for life. I've been telling you all along Inigo can suck peepees because his team is filled with inept people who can't pull this off, even with all the bonuses in the world. Let's see if it's true. Load faster, damn it. 15650. You know my rank was gonna be shit all along. I knew it was gonna be shit all along.
And you did better than me.
975. Oh, we made top 10k. Let's go. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Is Laszlo best boy in chat right now? Everyone please laugh at Laszlo. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. That's mean. Oh, he is here. Laugh at him. I mean, don't laugh at him. Smirk at him. Final round, army victory. We've done it. We've crushed this cuck of a boy who can't put us into bonus even one time. No, I think he put us into bonus one time. But who can't put us into bonus 2 times?
Yay.
Wow, it's been a very long time since I picked a victor from the very start.
2 bill. Wasn't even like it was a bad win. Like, we actually did pretty well.
Yeah, I am so proud of my level 33 Renea. Because everyone knows I care about her.
Couldn't even finish teaching her.
Whatever.
Oh.
Laszlo Best Boy is pretty sad right now. That's good, that's good, that's good. That's how it should be. Anyways, chat, I think that's it. There's not much more to talk about with this banner. It's mostly just to see how broken dual skills are. I'm more interested in seeing if you run 3 Hectors, can use it 3 times. That's all I care about.
I'm gonna say, since you can do 3 pair-ups, probably.
I mean,
It's
3
gonna
duels
at
or
that
whatever.
point be more like a
Oh,
meme,
yeah.
like with Fjorm running 3 Dialer
I would
brews.
probably use Hector to break IP setups turn 1 for our offense.
Yes, yes.
You could, actually. That would be a pretty... It wouldn't be a broken option, but it'd definitely be a cool niche.
Man, if all I need is 3 Hectors and a Crania to win battles, it'll be so easy.
I mean, you have Hardy Bearing, sweeps, things like that.
Yes. I will see how many people will actually pull it off. Or if they release a Hector, no one gives a shit about AR anymore, and that's it. But we'll see.
Probably not.